Mario Kart 8 is without a doubt my favorite in the entire Mario Kart series. Visually alone, it is on an elite level. The game has dozens of immersive and fun tracks to play, including an additional 4 cups of DLC to play as well. Because of me loving this game so much, I've decided to count down from my least favorite races to my absolute first in the game. Yeah, I know, 48 is a lot of tracks. That's why I'm separating this giant countdown into 6 videos. No special rules here because, well, every race in this game is going to be accounted for. Also, don't take my opinion too seriously. If you disagree with any of my choices, that's fine. But anyway, without any more pit stops, let's drive right in. So let's begin with my least favorite. Oh man, I fell off already? There comes a point when a race becomes too simple or too difficult. When that line is crossed, the race gradually becomes less enjoyable. This is the case with SNES Rainbow Road. With absolutely no guardrails and a plethora of thwomps ready to throw you off the edge, there will be many times that you'll fall off, like me. There isn't even that much to look at anyway. Literally, all you will mainly see is a track, the rainbow thwomps, and these colorful hills. That's all of the detail that comes with this track. For one of the best looking games to date, this doesn't really meet the standards that most other races do. And didn't it already appear in Mario Kart 7? Why do we need to see this race again here? I would have rather had them bring back the GBA Rainbow Road than this again. And hey, if they're gonna bring back this retro track twice, then let's have them do the same for Waluigi Pinball. Who's with me? In my opinion, the Shell Cup could have been a bit better. I feel like it was too simple, especially with the inclusion of Mario Circuit from the GBA. Where do I start with this one? There isn't much to look at whatsoever. The red, blue, yellow, green wall is very generic, and the environment doesn't even feel like a Mario Circuit to me. Also, the anti-gravity section just didn't fit very well. It just seems like it's there for the sake of an anti-gravity section being there. If this race had a bit more of an environment and variety, this would have been a better race, but since it is just a random track in the middle of the plains with random oil slicks here and there, the whole race just feels out of place. Although I do like the neat pit stop at the finish line. Once again, a race in the Shell Cup, Meadows has a similar problem. The whole area is one big farm filled with roaming cows and moles as obstacles. I actually enjoy the glide area quite a bit, as you can soar above the moles and grass patches no problem. It truly is quite satisfying. However, the rest of the race is simply a bunch of easy twists and turns. Perhaps a bit more variety would have been nice again. For those who are just beginning to learn the mechanics of Mario Kart, this is a good place to start. This race does have great graphics and an amazing violinist, so that's a plus. I really enjoy looking at the vast farmlands that were a lot tougher to notice in the Wii version. Wow, does it hurt to put this one here. Rainbow Road has got to be the track that missed out on so much potential. Think about it for a minute. Mario Kart 8, a new game filled with anti-gravity and insane graphics. How could Rainbow Road not disappoint, especially after the fantastic one for Mario Kart 7? Apparently, making it the hub of MKTV is how. Look, I like that the developers took a different approach to make a unique Rainbow Road. I really do think that risky move could have paid off. After all, it is a very difficult race, and that basically qualifies as a successful Rainbow Road. I see the good side of this race that makes others enjoy it. However, I think creating a completely different track as the hub for MKTV and making Rainbow Road take place in the solar system again would have been a much better idea. Like, really, if I played this clip somewhere outside of this segment, you'd have no idea that this was Rainbow Road, right? Right! Perhaps it's not as good for me because I was expecting another groundbreaking Rainbow Road, considering the last one was one of the best races of all time in my opinion. Oh well. I don't know about you, but I actually think Donut Plains is not that bad. Sure, it's pretty difficult, but because there isn't anywhere where you can really fall, it somewhat makes up for it. A big touch was that fortress in the center of the race, and the ponds looked pretty neat as well. The slippery turns can be pretty stressful, but a well-timed drift should still take care of that issue. And the music isn't that bad as well, so there's an extra bonus. It's just another simple and basic design with a little variety like Mario Circuit from the GBA. I have also sometimes lost which way I'm going because of this track's weird design. From this point onward, the races will have their good sides that I enjoy about them more than their bad ones. Boy, Grumble Volcano looks extremely hostile. There's lava all over the place, volcanoes are spitting out fireballs, and the clouds are dark orange. Not even the ground you race on can handle all of this madness, as it slowly crumbles as the laps go on. As the name of this race suggests, Volcano is not happy to see you racing, and decides to erupt fireballs onto the racers. Like, come on, does that look cool or what? This race's biggest strong point in my opinion, however, is its music, which fits in with the setting perfectly. Be careful at all times while racing. You are never safe from the occasional red shell, crumbling land, fireball, and gliding. It's a difficult race, one where you always need to be careful of falling ground, tight turns, and other fiery obstacles in order to succeed. Well, I guess it's time for me to pack my bags and move from Route 111 to here. Another race from the Special Cup, Bone Dry Dunes, is Mario Kart 8's new desert level. At first glance, it looks very similar to the other desert races like Dry Dry Dunes and Dry Dry Desert, but it really gets unique and fun in the middle once the path splits. Among its greatest highlights are when you are speeding down all the bones, then glide into the Dry Bowser Cave. The bone path separates from the main one, making there be two paths throughout this part. This offers a good sense of replayability. There's even bone piranha plants coming out of various pipes. That was a neat touch. I like that because this race is difficult. You're nearly forced to use different paths to see if you'll either pull ahead or fall behind. Last but not least, the Toad airships drop coins for all of the racers. How cool is that? Okay, I agree that dropping bullet bills would have been nicer. Hey, but this is still better than nothing. What would happen if Bowser really did take control of the Mushroom Kingdom? Well, after playing Neo Bowser City, we now know that he'll build a really awesome modern city. First thing you'll notice in this race is its biggest strong point, the music. Holy mother of pasta, this song is fantastic. The combination of Toad's Circuit, Toad's Turnpike, and Wii's Mario Circuit blends in amazingly together. It's one of my favorite tunes from Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8. The next thing you'll find about this track is it's noticeably difficult. Some of these turns are genuinely tricky to prepare a drift for, or even drift at all, and the random rain puddles only hinder this. I find it fun and challenging, but I would say it's one of the weaker races in the game.